Oh. That. Hi everyone, I'm Celeste and this is my son Lucian, and welcome to a brand new cosplay video. In this video, I will be cosplaying from Dungeons & Dragons Gelatinous Cube. I don't think he likes that. So you're probably wondering, why am I choosing the Gelatinous Cube? I actually have a huge problem. Not him. I have a huge problem with hoarding fabrics and then collecting fabrics that I absolutely have no idea why I bought them. Thus being these two chartreuse fabrics. I have no clue what caused me to get such green fabrics. I don't actually wear green cosplays at all. I made this velvet green romper a while ago thinking I was going to make a Yoshi cosplay. Yeah, that has been scrapped for a while now. If you actually want me to do the Yoshi cosplay and finish it, let me know with the comment down below. I think I usually like to finish things that I start, so I probably will do the Yoshi cosplay at some point. Be sure to look for that on my channel or the description whenever I do that. But yeah, I'm going to turn these fabrics into a gelatinous blob cosplay, and I have plenty of knickknacks around my shop, which will let me know if I can add little details, if I can find them somewhere. When I search for gelatinous cube or blob, I find stuff like this, and I think that fabric is perfect. I have plenty of little skulls and trinkets that I can put inside the skirt, and let me show you the design process. I don't have that much fabric, so I was thinking festival gear, and this came up as one of my ideas. This is a really interesting idea here, where it has butterflies on top, so she looks kind of like a butterfly net, and that is kind of the look that we are going for. Let's start sketching. Getting out my handy dandy notebook here to a blank page, and let's start drawing. It's always nerve-wracking when your material doesn't want to come out. I'm using a crayon. So let's do a body. Look at my cute little body. Okay, so what I am planning is a nice V kind of style leotard. So let's color in the leotard. Now I actually have a lot of that chartreuse chiffon here, so I need to think, how do I really want to drape that? I do want these to be two pieces because I think the leotard could double as a swimsuit if I feel like it. I just had to accordingly make it. I do think it would be fun to have kind of like this kimono style little hanging, and then a skirt that's kind of like a bubbly skirt, or like a really gathered kind of skirt like this. So it'll look like that. I don't think my son likes this idea. One of the main reasons why I want something as a cover up is because I want to have a lot of positions where I can play with placing like skulls and little trinkets, weapons inside my outfit. So that's what we are going to do. Let's go ahead and color in what it will look like. So I'm going to play with the scraps. I don't want any of the fabric left over. I want to throw all of it into this. And then, maybe a little fascinator or something, little tie or something. We'll see what it looks like. So this is my awesome, very rough sketch. So let's go pattern diving to work on the shiny leotard first. So I found a pattern that I wanted to use, and this is Quick Sews 2310. This is probably an expired pattern, but if you can find a leotard pattern that you like, which I have plenty of them lying around, quite a few in here, like this one, which is also Quick Sew 3502, and I also have this one by Green Pepper, which is F813. These are all pretty old. I don't know if you'll be able to find these, but this is the leotard pattern that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be cutting it up and making it a little bit more risque. So yeah, we're going to be modifying this pattern. If you have any problems with it, you can just copy a pattern or your own swimsuit that you already have that's a one piece. Don't forget, we are going to be using this green chartreuse fabric for the bodysuit. Now, this is a kind of thin material, so I will have to wear something probably underneath it or an extra covering, because you can see the fabric just straight through it. So this is definitely gotta have the cover, which we are going to be covering a little bit of it with this chartreuse chiffon. Isn't that gonna be fun? I started taking out the pattern pieces that I'll need. So I have the front piece along with the little bottom crotch part, and then I have the back piece with the crotch part. And you have to actually align it together like this, and then you have your whole thing. So I'm going to try to maximize how much material that I have and go from there. I hope this works out the way I think it will. We'll see. I'm very excited. Oh, this is the front. The front needs to be on the fold. Whenever it says place on fold, you fold it. Make sure you grab your pins and pin it down. I really need to invest in more heavier objects because I don't think I have that many for doing this. So I'm just going to cut my first. I realized some of the problem using my rotary cutter is actually because the glitter dot is a little difficult to cut through. So I'm just going to take it as slow as possible. And of course, this isn't actually going to be the actual look that I'm going for. I will change it up because this is just the base. I wanted kind of like that V shape. So once we get the base done, we'll go from there. As a reminder, if I have any super small scraps such as this, I just put them into my scrap bag, give it a few snips so that it's even smaller, because there's no way I'm going to use this into something else, and I'd rather recycle it than it go to land waste. Looking at my pattern now, and I'm seeing that I might not have enough space to do 2 layers of it, and that's fine. I'll just have to make sure that I wear proper undergarments underneath. So we have the rough cut of my slime leotard, and so I'm going to remove these pattern pieces and assemble. The way I'm assembling, oops, well maybe I should fix that. Okay, so the way that I'm going to assemble it is by sewing the shoulder pieces together, the sides together, and the crotches together, and the center back seam to see what this looks like before I make any alterations on it. Actually, I'll make a quick alteration and cut a V-neck into the front of this outfit. Open this V shape. This might be deeper than I wanted. Oh, you know it's a bad day when you have to rethread your serger. So really quickly, I hear my son crying, so we had to go really fast. I got these fabrics half off right now. This is a maroon, this is a red, and this one is the lime green. I'm going to be using this in my outfit in this video. I can't wait. I just can't believe how perfect of a color this is. Like, it is so lime green chartreuse, and it's going to work with those other colors. I'm curious who has been buying this fabric and then giving it to the thrift stores. Like, how am I able to find this much chartreuse in Denmark? Okay, so this is the first test. I'm wearing underwear underneath. You can see my mommy pouch. This is very loose, so I think if I just tighten it, it'll be okay. I don't know if I need to add elastic in the front, but off. And this was only 10 crowns, which is really cheap, like $2 for all of this. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to rework this as the robe and then use this as a overskirt to kind of tie it together. So I'm gonna cut in just a little, like there. So now we have this. I need to tighten this piece here. I'm going to take this in by like 2 inches and go from there. Then this will be done. Okay, so this looks like a mess because I was looking for this pattern, and then where's that sleeve pattern that I just picked up? And then this sleeve pattern, and this will create the super exaggerated bell sleeve that I want. And this is going to be the top. And I'm going to take it to my lime green fabric here, so I got to clean off my desk. When using your serger, it is a big no-no to put your needles through it. There's definitely no way for this little scissor and those 2 needles to survive with a needle going through the machine. AKA, don't ever use needles when going through this machine. Take them out and pause. There's no amount of repairing that you can do to the needle or your machine. So just take it out. And go! So here we are at my progress. I finished the basic of the robe now, and I think I definitely don't have enough fabric to make proper sleeves. So what I'm going to do is do like droopy, long, tendrily sleeves, so it looks like it's drooping off my arms. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the sleeves, and then I will gather this here to create a little bit of bunching, and then add the snaps, which of course, big snaps are your best friend. Always keep these in stock in your little sewing cabinet. So this is what the base of this dress, I guess. It's not really a robe. It came out more dress-like than I imagined. I added the cuffs, which I didn't think I was going to do. The little tendrils came out really cute because it's like scraps. I still have some scraps, so if I wanted to play with a little bit of like hanging things, I can. But I don't think this is the color that I would ever wear again unless it's for a costume. Okay, so we used the same pattern for the skirt, and I don't know if I showed you guys this, but it is a dress pattern. Don't be afraid to use dress patterns as a different pattern and just use what you have. So this one is M4450 that I used. It's just a nice little A-line dress that's kind of got this little whooshy part at the bottom, because you can see it opens up a little bit there. And so I cut it out. I did add a little bit more because I have a lot of fabric to play with. Now this is all the leftover, and this is going to be draped differently and puffy like I had in my sketch. But first I have to assemble this together. I'm going to have to use my sewing machine for that. Sewing machine, sewing machine, sewing machine. There's a few sewing machines here. Okay, so this is what we settled on for the skirt part so far. It looks messy. That's because there's no waistband to make it tie around and kind of cinch the waist. Anyways, I went ahead and added this little tendril pieces. So let's just get these up here so you get a bit of a better look. So I just took the skirt that I cut out and I burned the edges so you could have a little bit of variety. Now, I wanted to keep the cube and design aspect the same. So I went ahead and just draped and started pinning and lifting and dropping. And that's kind of what happened to the skirt. And now it's kind of got this peplum balloony shape that I wanted. So you could see here in my mirror, hi, that this is exactly the shape that I was going for. Before I can actually add the waistband, I'm going to be hand sewing these little parts in place first. And that way it's a basting stitch and I can go back in with the waistband. I saved a lot of these velour scraps so I can make a waistband and wrap it around. Any extra pieces of the velour, I do want to tuck it inside of the skirt here and there, so that way it'll like peekaboo through, kind of like how this one is. So it really just ties both pieces together without me. And now I just need to hand sew the rest of these little tendrils. So I'm cutting up the scraps of this because I really don't want to keep any scraps of this material at all. The rest of this is going to be put into like the headpiece, which I haven't decided what that's going to look like just yet, but I do want kind of like a little drippy little fascinator kind of thing. But I want to keep enough scraps to be able to do that before I say goodbye to all of this. So I'm going to pin some in place so you can see what I'm going for. Already it looks a little bit more tentacle-y, but I want it to, I want it to look more slimy, like oozy. And with the sleeves coming down, hold on, you kind of get that, hold on. You kind of get that look when you have that little ooziness coming out and just coming down. I don't want it just to be like this gush of fabric. I want it to be a little split up here and there. And I don't want too much to be taken away. Kind of like the underlayer, I want the velvet to shine. And this is crushed pane velvet. I don't use it often. Actually, that's a lie. I use it a lot because I find it at the thrift stores. And this I found, and I wanted to use all of it to make kind of this slimy looking lady. So I think it's kind of cool. note to self, don't ever use hot glue and then try making a headband because it's in my hair and that's so stupid. So heed my warning, everyone. I finished this outfit today, which is great. The leotard's right there. And this is all done. It's looking very slimy and droopy. And this is my little headpiece that I got hot glue in my hair. It's kind of reversible, but let me show you what it looks like. So this is the fascinator headband that I made. I decided to have 3 little skulls. It just kind of made sense to have skulls somewhere, like one. The whole body would be digesting and then completely gone. So I decided to forego it outside of the dress. And so we're just going to keep it like this. So it's kind of like a slime monster. So let's go ahead and get into the full cosplay and show you what that will look like. I miss having green hair. I miss Banksy too. I like the little skull motif, but I don't think people is going to get it. So here is my gelatinous queen. It's looking very heavy and I wanted it to feel heavy, but now it feels like mega heavy with the skirt. But you could see like it's just like oozing. And that's what we wanted, you know? Do I like it? It's definitely not one of my unique, I don't know. Do you get gelatinous cube from this? Do you get any kind of slimy character from this? Let me know in the comment down below. But this is my finished costume. I do quite like it. I think it's fun. I think it's something. It's supposed to be bulky here. I don't know if it's hitting all the right parts because there's just too much to it. I think editing would have been better. But let's see. I think it would look really nice. I like it though. Like it. Yeah, I'm supposed to look like I'm slimy, yet satisfying. If you know what movie that's from, let me know in the comments down below. But this is it. My slime costume. Do I look slimy? Do I look like I'm dripping everywhere? Do I look like I'm covered in goop? But that's the point. That's why it's a slime costume. I don't think I'm ever going to do something like this again. Maybe. We'll find out. Let me know in the comment down below what you think. And should I wear this costume to a party? What do you think? I don't know. It is my Halloween costume, so we'll see. I do like it. And here we are with the dress on top. What are we feeling? Are we liking it? I feel so regal in this. I love how this looks. I like this much better than the bodysuit, so I might just get the bodysuit as a whole, unless I need some kind of covering, but I think this turned out really cool. So the skirt is not on, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like without the skirt on. This is what it looks like. I chose this wig because I thought green would go good with this costume, since I'm supposed to be a gelatinous cube, but I'm the gelatinous queen. I mean, it has to come from something somewhere, right? You can't just have a cube of like melting ooze from nowhere, right? I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? My hair is kind of peeking through. This wig is so old. Okay, so this is what my dress looks like with it just being the skirt and the headpiece and a matching wig. What do we think? Definitely has like this crazy vibe to it. It's not what I thought I was going to be because I really wanted it to have, oh, you know, the baby's crying. Anyway, really quickly, this is what it looks like. Do we like it? How are we feeling? Are we in love with the slime? Let's see what it looks like with the dress on top. Yeah. So anyways, cosplay is what you make of it. If you enjoy it, that's what matters. If it makes you happy, that's great. Remember to stay inspired, be creative. Hold on. And I will see you in a future video. Bye.